I also want to pick your brains on small caps and mid caps because they seem to be the flavor of the season, flavor of the day, bucking the trend, sometime, out rallying the broader markets at large. What are you making of what's leading to this sort of rally in small caps, mid caps? Is it sustainable?
It worries me no end. And the reason I say it worries me is when you typically value a stock, you value it on time and you value it on a price to earnings multiple. Earnings is something that you can't control. What a company reports is what a company reports. How at what time frame you want to value it at, that's in your hands. So you could either value it on FY24, FY25. In fact, a lot of brokers have now gone beyond FY25. Now, the reason that is happening is because a lot of fund managers who are getting the monies that they are essentially buying the same stocks that they have in their portfolio. And this is not particular to one or two funds. This is fund agnostic. So typically what happens is, if I'm holding company A and I'm getting inflows and I keep buying more of company A, I'm artificially driving the price to earnings ratio of that company higher, which is making it very difficult for brokers to put in a price to earnings multiple on that stock. Now, as these numbers go higher, it gets more and more absurd. So you then start valuing companies on financial year 26. These are all very, hyper bull market kind of terminologies and things that are underpinned by a lot of liquidity. I don't think the earnings growth is supporting these kind of valuations. What you saw happen earlier in this week on one particular day, I wish we had had 3, 4 more of those days. I still think that there is still a lot of excesses in the mid and small cap. And the fact that you only have 50 or 75, basically the Nifty 50, and then maybe, another 20 or 30 stocks in the large cap space that people really invest in. The incremental flows typically just tend to go into mid and small caps, and that causes a lot of fraud. So I would be a little worried if you ask me to choose by market cap. I think for the next 6 months, the large caps may well outperform the small and mid caps. And I think if you made your money in mid and small caps, actually take some of it off and try and look at industry leaders in the Nifty or the BSE 100 and try and put in some money there. I think the chances of you making money in that trade are far more than being in mid and small caps at this point.